All right, we're coming down in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. We're going to talk Girl Scouts and a big celebration over the North Platte Valley Museum this morning. We have Katie Bradshaw with us from the North Platte Valley Museum. We have Dulcey Mannel here, who is with the Girl Scouts, and also Jeanie Knutson, who is with the Girl Scouts. And Katie, I guess we'll start with you. How did the North Platte Valley Museum get hooked up with the Girl Scouts?
Well, it was sort of like manna dropped from heaven. Me coming in as a new executive director at the museum, a lot of things to try to learn and take care of. And here comes Jeanie Knutson telling me she wants to set up this new exhibit in the spring about Girl Scouts. And she was going to do all the research and all the work, and here she comes in and measures all the display cabinets and takes pictures of everything, and she drew up a map of the exhibit room and got a whole passel of other Girl Scout leaders to help her put something together for the museum. So it was fantastic from our perspective, and it was great watching it go in.
Yeah. You have your little, your video stuff here that we can put on the video on the website. All your props and everything, so you're ready to go with this, aren't you?
Yeah, it's been my tradition to wear unusual headgear for the video portion of the radio interviews, and so I have my owl hat, which matched one of the items that I brought from the museum display, and so it was this decorative train that some Girl Scouts had created to advertise cookie sales, which are coincidentally starting about now. And so there will be some Girl Scout cookies for sale this Saturday when we have our grand opening for the museum exhibit. We'll have our ribbon cutting at 1 p.m. this Saturday.
And then, of course, museum's open. It goes open 1 to 4 on Saturdays, right?
Yep.
All right, so it coincides with all that. All right, Jeanie, I guess we'll let you step in here and discuss how the idea of putting this exhibit, how did you get that idea, and what did you want to represent here with the exhibit?
Well, I tend to be a little bit competitive, and when the Boy Scouts had their exhibit out at the North Platte Valley Museum, that sparked it. And I thought, okay, Girl Scouts need equal time. So I started planning it at that point and gathering information. I talked to Barb Nitterman at the time and told her I would like to put a Girl Scout display in. Our anniversary is March 12th, 2012 here, and so I thought we'd better get a jump on it. And we went ahead and I started contacting the council and getting information and going on, and it just sort of snowballed from there. So as Katie said, I laid out a plan, what I thought might be interesting for the public to know, started researching all that information, contacted the various leaders, and sort of farmed out some of the badges, the then and the now badges, and asked for volunteers. And through all the marvelous help, people came through, and we have a display. We worked long and hard on it, and I hope people come out to look at it.
All right, what part of the museum is the display going to, where is it going to be, and what's going to be in it?
Can you tell what room that is, Katie, please?
Yeah, it's actually it's our rotating exhibit room in the back corner of the museum, sponsored by Valley Bank and Trust. And so that is the room in the museum where we change out exhibits on a regular basis. It's really important as a museum to have something new all the time, for local people to want to come back and visit the museum on a regular basis so they don't forget about us, maybe come when they have family from out of town visiting. And so this Girl Scout exhibit will give a new reason for people to come and visit the museum again if they haven't come in a long time. The exhibit will be up through May, but the grand opening again is this Saturday. And I guess I could maybe have Jeanie go through the different things that she chose to include in the exhibit.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, as you walk into the door, we have glass cabinets that contain history of Girl Scouting. It starts with our founder, Juliette Lowe. It even has a little mention of Lord Baden-Powell, who founded the Boy Scouts, and that is where Juliette got the idea to do the Girl Scouts. So we have one whole cabinet full of history about her and about Girl Scouting in Nebraska, and the World Association of Girl Scouting and Girl Guides. It's called WAGS. We are they're national, all over. We have 145 countries where Girl Scouts are represented. So that's one cabinet. Then you move on to the next cabinet, and we have more history. We have memoirs from other Girl Scouts in the past. We have then and now badges, matron housekeeping. It shows what it was like in 1927 or so, what requirements, and then which is the compatible badge nowadays. We have a glass case on world centers. We have 4 world centers in London, Mexico, India, and Switzerland that girls can go and have a program. We have a display on the highest awards that Girl Scouts can earn at different levels. The junior level earns the bronze award. The cadet level earns the silver award. The senior level, senior ambassadors, earn the gold award. Now, the gold award is equivalent to the Boy Scout Eagle Scout Award. Not many people know about this, but the girls put in 4 years of hard work to earn this, and the girls that stay in Girl Scouting are very, very special. We also have a camping display, doing some interesting things, making a tent out of ponchos. We have a cardboard box oven, a pizza solar oven. We have a display on actual hands-on with a telegraph, and we have the signal flags, the semaphores. So we have lots for people to come out and see, and we also have a pre-generation display that Katie had done when she worked for the newspaper on myself, my daughter, and 3 of my grandchildren. We all earned the highest awards that were available to us at the time. So we're kind of proud of that.
Wow, I guess. She knows her stuff on this. All right, we'll take a 30-second break and get Dulcey in here real quick to talk about the Girl Scout cookies and how that may be part of this right after this.
And it would be cool, too, to talk about the interactivity. I mean, that's one of those fun things, the 1920s.
Yeah.
Matron housekeeper versus Miss Fix-It.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
If
Here
we
we
have
go. You only got probably a couple minutes though left. Okay. Coming in 3, 2, 1. We are back here on News Extra. We're talking about the Girl Scout exhibit that will be at the North Platte Valley Museum. Grand opening this Saturday, January 21st. The ribbon cutting ceremony at 1 p.m. It'll be there all the way through May. We've had Katie and Jeanie talk a little bit about the display. Dulcey Mannel is here, and you're part of this as well, right?
Yes, I helped Jeanie put the display together, and with several other leaders, so
Yeah.
it's been a lot of fun.
All right. Now, you were here for Girl Scout cookie sales, and,
Yes.
and that's going to be part of this as well, right?
Yes, yes, the cookie sales are going now through February 26th, and we do have 3 troops that are coming to the museum to set up to sell cookies while people are coming through to look at our display.
All right. And isn't there a cat pack, pup pack type of thing going on here as
Yes,
well?
we have some troops are taking their gift of sharing packages and donating them to the cat pack, pup packs. So they're looking for donations to purchase those cookies or just somebody to purchase a box of cookies. Their goal is to put 1 box of cookies in each cat pack and pup pack.
All right. That's very good. Now, some of the other things we wanted to talk about real quick is this matron housekeeper versus Mrs. Fix-It thing. How does, I guess, Katie, that sounds like up your alley, probably.
Well, as coming from a museum director perspective, you definitely want to have some interactive displays in a museum exhibit, and so Jeanie came through with this with her design. One of the exhibits compares a 1920s badge where you could learn how to do the telegraph or semaphore signals versus the badge of today, which is computer smarts. And so a lot of girls already have computer smarts. Museum visitors have computer smarts. Now you can test yourself on the 1920s version of that, and there's actually a telegraph and some semaphore flags that you can play with when you come to the museum. And there's also another fun interactive feature. Any Girl Scout, if you've ever been a Girl Scout, or maybe you even want to be a Girl Scout, you can write your name on a birthday candle and you can add it to the display. So our visitors can become part of the Girl Scout exhibit display.
All right. Very good. Once again, this is this Saturday, 1 o'clock, the ribbon cutting ceremony over at the North Platte Valley Museum. I encourage you to get on out there and look at it. It's going to be there a long time, for about 4 months. You got a good chance to see it. Thank you, ladies, for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank
Kevin.
you.
All right.